Hey guys, it's Lori. It's late. It's almost 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. But I wanted to jump on here and just give an update on what I'm calling my detox fasting. I guess I should have put fasting in there because I really do feel like it's a type of a fast reset for my body and the health breakthroughs that I have experienced. And I'm also, I don't know if you're in my group if you're not in my group Warrior Wellness and you're interested in building your immune system, I really encourage you to join because we're just having a really good time in there, okay? And it's uplifting and it's kind of like all about health, but yet away from the drama that's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to invite, I'm going to sit here and figure out if I can share it with my group here because I'm so technologically savvy not. Anyway, to invite anybody that wants to join me in this, because what I'm doing is I started out doing about 4 days of a raw diet where everything I ate was raw. So I was juicing, I was doing smoothies, I was eating fruit, raw nuts. So basically, I'm vegan. I'm like 98% vegan. So it wasn't like I was cutting out a lot of animal products. Really, the only animal products I eat are, hold on, it's going to want me to type, but I'm not going to, are eggs sometimes, free-range eggs. But I was having some health issues, and mainly back in January, I came off of an asthma inhaler. One day I'm going to give my testimony about being healed of asthma back in 2008, or 95% healed. But I stayed on an inhaler that I used pretty infrequently. Let's see, all the way. So I've been using an inhaler since my 20s, my early 20s. And then I like really frequently toward the end, right before the Lord healed me. I mean, my asthma was horrible. That was in my 40s. And then, but I was still using an inhaler occasionally. So I came off an inhaler, January 26th was the last time I used it. And that inhaler I was only using like maybe every 5 to 7, 11 days, something like that. Well, I knew because of having come off inhalers before that I was going to have some kind of rebound, because one of the things the pharmaceutical industry won't tell you about is withdrawal, even from drugs that are not addictive. They're considered safe. I mean, all that kind of stuff. Your body will go through a withdrawal on many of those drugs. And it's basically your body healing from the damage, because drugs block, because they just treat symptoms. They stop a body's process. So your body it can't heal while it's on a drug, if that makes sense. So anyway, sure enough, for about three weeks, I had asthma almost every day. I mean, it was kind of like I was still able to work, but it was rough. There was a lot of prayer in those 3 weeks, a lot of prayer, a lot of pressing into God. But he got me through, and I came out of it with like feeling, after the inhaler wore off after about 3 or 4 days, just the wear off, if you will, like I had a bronchial type of infection, because I had all this congestion that was like buried in my chest, but the inhaler had been masking it. So anyway, so 3 weeks I went through that, and then so now we're into like February or whatever, and then I'm just I started doing a whole lot better, breathing got a lot better, and then I don't really know what happened. It's like I just kept kind of having bouts of wheezing. Like some nights I would start wheezing, and for no explained reason. I really don't have any allergies to speak of, so I didn't know what it was. And so this went on and went on and went on, and finally I got into April, and I was just like, I am really over this. What is going on? And so as I'm praying and asking the Lord, I felt like he just said, detox, detox, detox. You need to detox. And so it's what launched me into starting my, and I call it a fast because I am fasting from grains, fasting from legumes, and just typical foods that I might, eat, like sandwiches, that kind of thing. So let's see. The night of the first night of my detox, I still had slight wheezing. And this was on a raw diet. But by the second and third nights, the wheezing and the congestion really eased off. Do you know anything about kratom? I have been taking it 6 years and it's supposed to be natural, leaf off a tree. I'll have to research that. I think I've heard of it, but no, I'm not familiar with it. Anyway, so where was I at? The wheezing completely cleared, like 3-4 days into this thing. And I've been able to breathe really deep and really clear. I've also had, not that I've had low energy before, but had even more energy. So on the 5th day, I started factoring in cooked vegetables. So basically this detox has come down to vegetables and fruits, eating just what grows out of the ground. Mostly raw, mostly juicing, one smoothie a day with some like banana, blueberry, what did I have in it? Loquats is what I had in mine today. And this is the kind of stuff we're posting in our group so that people are seeing what other people are eating and the types of juicers they're using and that kind of thing. And that's, again, Warrior Wellness is the group. But another issue I'd been having, guys, and I've been having this for a while, was not high blood pressure, but slightly elevated blood pressure. So my blood pressure was running like in the high 120s, mid 130s, sometimes even the 140s. And I walk. I mean, I'm a fairly active person. I don't work a sedentary job or anything like that, but I really do not consistently do cardio. So I thought, well, Lori, you've factored out, you've removed everything from your diet. You don't drink, you don't eat, the raw diet. You don't add any salt when you're on that. So the sodium was gone. Remove sugar from the diet. Everything that I could think of that could be exacerbating or making my blood pressure elevated. Plus I was juicing beets, which has a natural, it had not bronchodilator, but vasodilator. That's what I'm looking for. So, but even that, I couldn't, it wasn't bringing it down to where it should be. So I started cardio last Monday, just doing 10 minutes a day on my stationary bicycle. But instead of just doing 10 minutes of cycling, I did it in bike sprints so that I'm getting, like for 20 seconds, I'll sprint on the bike and then I just pedal it out, until for maybe another 40 seconds, a minute, whatever, then go back and do a sprint. I keep doing that for 10 minutes. So it's cool because I really don't like cardio. I used to run and my knees just do not like running. So the stationary bike seemed to be like a good idea that I bought a couple of years ago. Anyway, you guys, as of Saturday, my blood pressure is consistently running below 120. As a matter of fact, I took it right before I got on here, just so I could tell you, and it was like 104/75. Earlier today when I got home from work, it was running like, it was like 115/73 or something like that. So I am so excited because just 10 minutes of cardio a day has made a huge difference for me. Again, I want to throw this out there. If anybody is interested in joining me, the cool thing about fasting too, even if, like, I've done all water fast, of course I can't, the longest I've ever gone on that is 4 days. And I don't have a lot of extra body weight, so I don't know that I would do very well in a really long all water fast. But this type of fasting, the thing that fasting does is it subdues the flesh. When you're denying yourself things that you would normally eat. And when you subdue the flesh, it allows the spirit man to rise up so that you can hear more acutely from God. And I also felt like he was saying that, that there was a spiritual aspect to what was going on. It wasn't the healing that's going on in my body. Part of it was the physical of eating the foods that he was calling out for me to eat, which he was just saying, fruits and vegetables. And I am eating raw nuts too, just for the fat, the calories that's in that. Not a ton, but like I made this salad. Gonna dig into this when I get done here, guys. So this is kale that I grew on my tower. Beautiful kale, tower garden, that is aeroponic. It's got walnuts, some avocado, tomato, and mushrooms. And I made a homemade Italian dressing there. Needs to be shaken up before I put it on. But, just feeling like people need to know the truth about eating. And the more that we put it out there and set the example and what was it I posted earlier today? And I just find this mind-blowing. It has to do with businesses offer free junk food for proof of COVID vaccination, which you can get your Krispy Kreme donut. And I'm just it just to me makes it that much more obvious about how the vaccines are all about, artificially boosting, quote unquote, not even boosting, artificially causing your immune system to react. I always come down, to this topic for some reason. And, and then you got the people that are out there eating junk food and they just want to be able to pop a pill and have everything be okay and eat the crap, and it doesn't work. And our nation is in dire need, especially the body of Christ, of knowing how to eat and knowing how to take care of their bodies and boost their immune systems, So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. I'm planning to keep up what I'm doing for 30 days. That's what I feel like the Lord wants me to do. And, it's a pretty cool diet because I just eat whenever I want. I'm not counting calories or anything like that. It's just strictly a matter of putting the right things in my body so that it could heal. I feel like the whole inhaler thing, after years of inhaler use, it was like the lining of my bronchioles where the receptors are hit by that inhaler. That's what was causing the sensitivity. Because I also noticed I could be cooking things in the kitchen. This was after I came off the inhaler, and I could be cooking peppers or something, and just inhaling that would cause me to start to tighten up in my chest. So that was really a pain, and that hasn't happened at all since I've been on the detox, or about 3 days into the detox. So anyway, guys, well, I'm gonna get to my salad. But anyway, if you have any questions, it's thewisepharmacist@gmail.com. And again, if you are interested in doing a detox, joining me, I would love to have you and have your testimony. It's an amazing healing. God has given us bodies that have an incredible ability to heal themselves if we put the right food in it, if we give it what it needs. So, you guys have a great night, and we will talk soon.